Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is my 1999 Integra, doing a little status update. It's been in the air for a couple months, finally getting the parts back together. I'll take you on this side. We started with coilovers and it just snowballed into doing almost everything. There was a lot of rust, a lot of problems. So we got new bushings on the trailing arms. Everything was out. This is just mocked up right now. We have new camber and toe arms, new coilovers, new lower control arms. We have a sway bar on the way. I did go ahead and paint the underbody when everything was out. We do have some rust on this car. It's not too bad, but I'll take you to the other side. So this side, everything is out currently. Just did some painting. And on the trailing arms, I did the Honed Development plates. Those are welded on. You can see new bushings. There are some nuts that are in here that are inset from the factory. I heated them up with an induction tool and then hammered them out. Most of those went well. These, on the other hand, I had to rebuild this bracket because it was so weak right here when I was hammering out the nut insert. It was just bending this piece. So this got rebuilt. Plates to add some structure to the trailing arms because these are known for warping. Pro tip, I would do the structure first and then replace your bushings. My tool, I bought the proper tool, but it did bend the trailing arm somewhat. So I had to do some work to bring it back to then get these plates. This car was originally silver. It is wrapped currently. It's like an 80%, 8 out of 10 quality, but it looks good outside. I'll take it to the front real quick. It is an LS non-VTEC. This will be the next project up here, but currently just doing suspension. Door jambs are wrapped. The interior, I just kind of pulled everything out and cleaned it. I don't think I've done too much. Oh, I did do a suede headliner. I did all the pillars in suede. Did some vinyl dye on the top of the seats. It was kind of worn. And I did some carpet dye just where it was kind of faded. Other than that, I believe we are stock in here currently. Next upgrade I'd like to do is a deep dish removable steering wheel. The offset shifter, because it's, for my driving position, is not ideal. Today we are just trying to get the rear reinstalled and put on the ground so then I can turn this around and start working on the front. I have upper control arms and compliance bushings on the way, and then we'll be replacing the shocks with coilovers, and then we'll take it for an alignment. Okay, we got this side together. Had a couple issues. I'll show you on the one that's still out, but the plate that I welded on the back got in the way of this tab for the e-brake. So I had to drill that out, repaint. What else? These I haven't replaced, the brakes and the hub bearings, because I am torn on whether or not I want to go to a 5-lug. These are fine for now. I'll probably wait until these tires are worn out, and then we'll redo all this. What else? There was something else. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if I have the e-brake in the right hole. It's either this one or that one, but either way, let's see if we can get down here. We have the bracket on, the clips in there, bolted up. This is on, and then there's the pin in there. So all that's hooked up. This is retightened and hammered down. So this is that e-brake. Yeah, and right now the hole is right here. So ideally, I think I would have cut this off. I had to kind of choose where to weld this up. I centered it around the bushing, and I had to fix some warpage. So this wasn't a great fit. Not sure how it was supposed to fit. Looking at the pictures, it was not like this here or here. I actually cut off part of this, cut off part of this to make room for the tab. Overall, these plates are very nice. Next, I'm going to move on to this side. Oh, I remember what the other thing was. So these come with sleeves for the Integra versus the Civics. This is for the brake line on the front. There's no instructions on these coilovers. What I'm questioning is 4 of these thicker washers. Not sure where they go. Once I get this on the lift, I'll look at it properly. But right now I have a bit of movement either out of this bolt in the control arm or over there. Gonna try and look online and see if those washers are supposed to go anywhere important, but right now we are just getting it so we can put it on the ground. Once we get it on the lift, on a 4-post lift, I'm gonna loosen all the bolts, let them relax, retighten, do an alignment. We'll find all those noises. Okay, we got the right rear together. Couple issues, let's see. The e-brake is not long enough to meet up. If I pull that, the brakes engage. When I pull on the cable, let's see if I can do it while I got the camera. There we go. So maybe the junction, something's wrong. This is in the correct hole. We're bolted up here, but for now I'm just leaving this loose. And then the other major issue was the, let's see if I can get a shot. Okay. So the tow arm receiver came out. So I just have this bolt sitting in there. It's just kind of jammed in. Don't know how I'm gonna fix this yet, but I assume I'm gonna cut a hole here, use my own nut and bolt like I've done with the rest of it. Might have to strengthen this piece, and I might as well do it to both sides. So right now I've got the same bolts for everything, bolt and nuts, just to make it easier. I am removing the ABS. So these are the sensors. I have to just zip tie them up for now, but these will have to get removed on all 4 wheels. And we'll have to remove the ABS module, the electricals, all these brake lines, get a new proportion valve, I think a new master cylinder if I remember correctly, and delete the ABS. That'll be a project after the suspension is done. Right now I'm going to put the wheels on, lower it onto the ground and see how it looks. We did record the heights beforehand. Those are my my child's handwriting. She helped when we first started this. So we'll compare what we started with, which it was very high. We'll compare what it looks like, just the rear's done right now. I'm gonna zip tie. So right now I'm gonna zip tie up these wires, put the wheels on, get on the ground. All right, just got back from a quick test drive around the block. Backed it in so I could work on the front next. Went pretty well. I think it looks good. I'll post a picture up here real quick of what it looks like. I don't want to jinx it, but I think the front should go much easier than the rear. Rear, all we have to worry about is those receivers that have come apart. So that's gonna be some cutting and welding, and the e-brake issue and removing more of the ABS cables. On the rear, initially were at 59.5 and 59. We are now at 57 equal on both sides. That is from the floor to the fender well. And you can see how much gap is in the front. The rear was actually a lot more than the front. Yeah. Next video, we will go over the front suspension once I get in the control arms and the compliance bushings, and then we'll bring it to my shop so we can get it on the lift, go over all the bolts, and then get an alignment dialed in. All right, see you guys next time.